Today is a special day. I get to play with my favorite kitchen appliance. What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna make some sweet potato magic. I'm gonna make a classic sweet potato pie, and I'm also gonna make a gorgeous miniature sweet potato pie with a graham cracker crust and a absolutely delicious toasted marshmallow topping. There's so many different things you can do with sweet potatoes, but nothing says Thanksgiving quite like sweet potato pie. Some people would say turkey is quintessential Thanksgiving. That is for the birds. Alright guys, before we get into the recipe, you've already seen the proof in the pudding. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button, it really helps my channel. Step 1 in making sweet potato pie is boiling the sweet potatoes. So in they go. You need about 3 sweet potatoes for this recipe. I'm making extra. Boil the sweet potatoes for about 45 minutes until they're nice and tender. We need to run them through some cold water first to cool them off so we can handle them, and then go ahead and peel these and get going. Alright, now that these have had a chance to cool off, we need to peel the skin off. It'll peel just like butter. I think the color transition between the brown skin and the bright orange that's in the middle of these is absolutely beautiful. I love sweet potatoes. They're just boiled and they already smell amazing. We're gonna make this in my mixer so we can make quick work of this pie filling. Throw in our sweet potatoes. One cup of butter, melted. 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 cup of brown sugar. Next is 4 eggs, but we're gonna put them in one at a time to make sure they're thoroughly beaten. One cup of milk. 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ginger, 1/2 a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Next, we're going to make our pie crust in a food processor. It would have made more sense for me to do this first and have this prepared so we could just go from pie filling to oven, but alas, here we are. For my pie crust, we will need 12 tablespoons of butter, 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a 1/3 cup of shortening. Next, we need to add 6 to 8 tablespoons of water. We're gonna add this 1 tablespoon at a time while it is mixing so that we can get the dough-like consistency that we need to make the pie crust. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna take the rest of the way by hand. We need to put this in the refrigerator for about a half an hour so it can chill so that it's cold enough to work with. All right, it's been about a half an hour, so we can go ahead and roll out the pie crust. That half hour in the fridge helps the dough stay firm so we can work with it. This dough is enough for 2 pie crusts, but I'm only making 1, so let's cut it up. In goes our pie filling. Alright, so we're gonna bake this at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Alright, the sweet potato pie is done. We got a little bit of crackage in the center there, but it's okay. It's still gonna be delicious. Alright, for the gorgeous baby Pretties, we're gonna do a graham cracker crust. So let's get that. We need 1.5 cups of graham crackers, which equals 12 of these full square graham cracker panels that come in a box. Process that real quick. Also help if you put the blade in. One more time. 6 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/3 cup of sugar. The graham cracker crust should feel like wet sand after you're done already mixing it, and this is still a little dry, so I'm going to add a little bit extra butter just to get it to the consistency that it needs to be. Alright, I need a sheet of parchment paper. 4 cake rings to make the Pretties, per usual. 2 spoonfuls of graham cracker in each cake ring. All right, and then we need to press down the graham crackers and form that base of the crust. Voila. We're gonna put these in the oven at 375 for about 7 minutes so they can set. All right, let's hit these with a little bit of cooking spray so the sides don't stick. And we will spoon in the rest of our sweet potato. We're gonna put this back in the oven for about 20 minutes or so at 350 degrees. Now we need the third piece to our Pretty. I'm going to make a marshmallow flavored whipped cream. So we need 1 cup of heavy cream, a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna whip this first. Then I'm adding in 7.5 ounces of marshmallow fluff. It's sticky and messy and it's gonna be delicious. Let's keep whipping. And then spoon this into a piping bag. Let's see if this will toast. The answer is no. And here are the Pretty babies. Can you even believe what you're seeing right now? Graham cracker crust, sweet potato pie, toasted marshmallow top. Is there any doubt this is going to be amazing? This is more than awesome. Sweet potato pie by itself, already absolutely amazing. I really like the added depth of flavor that the graham cracker adds to the sweet potato instead of just a regular pie crust. It's hard to put my finger on exactly what that flavor combination is that makes it better, but it's just better. Add in some marshmallow. Man, that is awesome. Absolutely amazing. You know what it is? It's that lemon extract. You can really smell it. That citrusy smell is really enhancing the flavor. That's what it is. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's that lemon. You got that molasses, cinnamon, graham cracker crust. You got the nutmeg. You got the vanilla. You got the man, this is good. I like eating delicious things and pretty things, apparently. we have a fair amount to recap here. So originally, I made a whipped cream with the marshmallow fluff included. It is delicious. See? No lie, it's a completely different experience, but still tastes like marshmallow. It's much airier, whereas the fluff by itself is much more dense. However, I made this to go with my actual sweet potato pie that I'm going to have on Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to break trend a little bit today. I'm not going to try the whole sweet potato pie. It's absolutely delicious, and I've been sticking my finger in my marshmallow whipped cream. It's absolutely delicious. But tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'm going to save it for tomorrow. Thanks for cooking with me today, guys. I had a blast. It smells amazing in here. My whole house smells like sweet potato pie. I love how these turned out, and I got to play with fire. And really, you might call this selfish. I got to eat the Pretties today, and I also get to eat this bad boy tomorrow.